Hey everyone, my name is Dana Schmoyer. I am 36 weeks pregnant with my baby number 4 and my second boy, and I'm so excited. Before I give you a personal update how I am doing, I want to talk to you this week about mom brain and if it is a fact or fiction. I looked it up and did a little bit of research online, and there are things that do cause moms to kind of think a little bit slower and not so clearly, like the hormones and exhaustion, lack of sleep, whatever. So there is something to it that you sometimes don't think as clear as you wish you would. But I think sometimes, and I know I did, I took advantage of the whole mom brain thing and almost used it as an excuse to be irresponsible. And I didn't really realize it until one day, I think Hallie, my third child, I want to say she was probably about 5 or 6 months old, and I was still claiming the whole mom brain thing. She still wasn't sleeping through the night. I was still getting up about twice a night, so I was exhausted, and I wasn't getting the rest that I should have, and I probably wasn't going to sleep as early as I should have. But there was a difference between me saying that I had a mom brain and my husband making a comment about my mom brain. I was totally fine about me calling myself like just kind of like an airhead and that I had mom brain. But as soon as my husband made a comment or anything about it, I was so offended. So one day I was talking to some of my friends, and we had just gone through a spiritual warfare Bible study together. And I asked them, I was like, is the mom brain thing like a lie that I'm believing? And they were like, oh, like I've never thought about it before like that. Talking about spiritual warfare. Like I was totally giving into the fact that like, oh, I just had a baby. Like this is just how it is. Like there's no other way except for me to just be ditzy and not remember things and whatever. And we prayed about it. And I want to say that day, if not the next day for sure, like everything changed. It was totally a decision and a choice for me to get sleep when I needed it, to get rest, to think clearly, and not to believe that I had to be so forgetful. And honestly, I think on this pregnancy, baby number 4, 36 weeks into this, I haven't had the pregnancy brain, and I'm really hoping that once he's born, that I can continue that and just reject that whole thought that like, oh, you're a new mom, like you're going to be out of it. Like, yeah, you're going to be exhausted, but there's one thing of being exhausted, and there's another thing of just using an excuse to not work at your full potential. So a verse that had stuck out to me after that I had read was Colossians 4:2, and it says, "Devote yourselves to prayer with an alert mind and a thankful heart." And that alert mind thing, I was like, like there's something to that of having an alert mind and being aware of what's around you and knowing what's better. I just wanted to share that with you. And then this time around, just recently, I started doing a Bible study that I've done a few times before, but something that I revisit because it's something that for me can come back as a struggle, and it's just capturing my thoughts and making sure that I'm thinking truth and just focusing on Christ. And the verse that this Bible study focuses around is Philippians 4:8. "And now, dear brothers and sisters, one final thing. Fix your thoughts on what is true and honorable and right and pure and lovely and admirable. Think about things that are excellent and worthy of praise." That verse is something that I had forgotten with the whole mom brain, pregnancy brain thing, was fix your thoughts on what is true. Because I really do feel like I was believing a lie, that I could not be alert and I could not function the way that God created me to. So I just want to throw that out there. I do think the mom brain thing, there is some legitimacy to it, but just watch it and make sure it doesn't become an excuse to not live up to the full potential that Christ has given you. All right, and I will leave you with my belly shot and a little update of how this week is going. Here is baby boy at 36 weeks. He has dropped this week. I have been able to breathe, which has given me a lot more energy because it's not taking as much time, and like I don't have to stop as much to take good breaths. And as well, with him dropping, that means I've gone to the bathroom a whole lot more, and he just dances around if I have any amount of urine in me at all. So, but he's growing and he's doing good. He's not moving as much as he used to, which I'm surprised. I thought maybe after he dropped that would give him a little bit more room, but apparently it's slowing him down, or he's liking to rest more now. We will see. 4 more weeks. Yay!